Less than 2 weeks in 2015, I know, but already there's jockeying in the presidential race. And I start in New York first. George Pataki, we've had folks on this week that have worked for him, love him, and say, you know, never underestimate him. But can you think of any rational pathway that he's got a snowball's chance in you-know-where, or should he save his time going to Iowa and New Hampshire?
Well, sure, he's got a chance that he's in it. You know, anybody else that's in it has a chance. You never know what's going to happen. You've got Christie, Romney, and Jeb beating out one side of the aisle, or of the
This is in the same light that the Knicks have a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
No, the Knicks have lost too much. If George had lost, the primaries had no money behind him. You could say that. This early on in the process, who knows?
So you're saying there's a chance?
You know, if we had this conversation in '91, Bill Clinton doing what? Huh? I'm just saying, you never know.
Yes, but we know you.
The other name that's surprising me, though, is Mitt Romney seems really serious. Aren't there two other moderate alternatives, theoretically, and that, you know, Bush would co-opt the big donor money, and then Christie, if for any reason could find an entree? Is there really a role that Mitt Romney's filled and no one else can? Do you really leave that much goodwill after 12?
The key to winning a primary, I think, is distinguishing yourself from the rest of the field. That's tough to do when you're running, you know, amidst, what, 3 or 4 other blue blood Republicans. So it's going to be tough. I don't know who, you know, maybe the Romney stuff is for real. My suspicion is there are probably a lot of folks out there who made a lot of money a couple of years ago and want to make that money again and see him as just sort of a big fat whale and a guy who can line their pockets. I can just tell you from the business I'm in. But
I don't see that at all. I think that's a cheap shot. I don't agree with it at all. No, I'm serious. I don't think it's got anything to do. These are people. Remember, Spencer Zwick could make a heck of a lot more money right now for Mitt Romney in the private sector than going to raise money again for Mitt Romney. This is a guy who
I don't think he's talking about Zwick making
no,
money.
but I'm just saying. But Zwick is one of the biggest proponents right now, saying Mitt should get into it.
I can see a path for Romney. I mean, it involves everybody else pretty much falling down or falling flat on their face. But we saw that from Rick Perry and so many other candidates in previous cycles. He could emerge as like the adult that people actually know.
Fatigue is real, though. There's such thing as candidate fatigue. He's run now, what, twice? He was the nominee last time.
Until you see how many people and who they are, they're left standing for the Iowa, New Hampshire, and Florida races, at what point do you say what percentage you need to win? 25% could be a rock star in Iowa.
Yeah, there could be 15 candidates going to Iowa. There could be more.
Romney could win a nomination.
You can't tell me someone you know, have met or even heard of, other than the family of Romney, that says, I got to get me some Mitt. You know, he didn't leave that appeal.
But who on the Republican side are people saying, it's early, but who are they saying that
There
about?
are people who swear by Christie. There are people who swear by Bush. There are people who think Marco Rubio could be the greatest. They're saying that, right, Rand Paul.
But this is coming about because people wanted Christie, and something happened on the way to the forum.
Oh, I think that's a little bit. I think he's more credible than maybe the rest of these guys do, but nobody was saying we got to have Christie.
And then Jeb came out. And what Romney should have done possibly sit on the sideline and see if Jeb would falter or not. Now with him coming in, he's going to suck some money away from Jeb, and who knows what's going to happen.
Who knows?
Gentlemen, thank you all very much. When I come back, I'm going to have some headlines for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back in RFL.